What's up, guys? Fathom here. Thanks for clicking on the behind the scenes section of my blur montage. Um, this is basically where I just show you the editing process, what I did to edit everything. For the intro, I had a guy named Tazy make the intro for me. I had a few effects though to make it all funky color to makes it look cooler in my opinion. Um, then basically the main effects to the montage that's are the reason I have three tracks. The first one, let me show you if I delete all of these. Oh sorry, I mean mute all of them, but this one. The first one, let me get a better spot. Okay, the first one basically is New Blue VE Touch Up, which is basically just smoothing it out, makes it just gives it a nice look. But I also add AAV Color Lab, which is one of my favorite plugins. I recommend you getting it, even if you're not trying to, do any of these things I'm showing you. And the New Blue Film Look is also another great plugin. These two together are just amazing. But the touch up basically just smooths everything out, and although it's not very easy to see in the preview, it just looks nice. But then instead of the whole thing isn't blurry, I have this second one. I'm not sorry, that's a different one. But this one gives it a defocus on the edges, which basically just makes the colors kind of stand out more, and it sort of makes it look fiery, I guess you could say. But it's also got a cookie cutter, which cuts around the edges so that it's only on the edges and not in the middle. And then the third one brightens it up a little bit, but mostly just sharpens the middle, the inside, so that the whole thing isn't blurred from the what's on the first track. Then that's also got a cookie cutter because I only want the sharpen in the middle so that you can actually see what's going on. So that's the basic gist of it. That's the effects I have on basically throughout the whole thing. Then up here is a separate effect that I got from a YouTube channel called Universal Effects. I'm sure most of you have heard of them. Great channel. Recommend you go checking them out if you haven't already. But this effect is kind of an RGB red, blue, green color displacement. I didn't really do an amazing job on this, but I still think it looked pretty nice. And to do that, you basically make 3 new tracks where you just duplicate it, and then you make it so that one of them is red. See, this one's red. Then this one is green, and this one is blue. And then what you do is you set the compositing layer, which is this thing right here, compositing mode, sorry, to add. And I did that for all of them. And that's how you basically make them all show up at the same time. But then you just basically keyframe them you keyframe them differently because you want them to be different. If they moved at the same sync, you wouldn't have this different color feel. It would just all be the same color changing, and that wouldn't look nearly as cool. So that's just a cool effect that I love. Haven't really had a chance to use it until now. I mean that's pretty much it. There's for this part, let's see, what did I do here? This part is where I give it a cool color. It looked better before I added more tracks on top because something about adding different compositing modes that changes it a little bit. I'm not quite sure. I don't really care, but see if I can push this up a little bit. Good half. See if my computer can handle this while I'm recording my screen and voice. So I think that looks pretty cool for Vacant, especially. Basically what I did to do that is New Blue AE Colorize, and it basically you just mess around with the colors, move the yellow all the way down, and it'll basically just, let's see, I don't know if it changed it yet. Anyway, yeah, it just changes colors, just makes it look cool. Probably change this to like pink. I didn't really mess around with this too long, but it seems like you could do pretty cool. You could do a good amount of cool stuff with it. Oh, this is probably okay. I don't know. I would need to look at this more to actually. Okay, there we go. Yeah, see, now it's got a little pinker feel. I don't know. It's just a nice little effect that you can play around with. All of the New Blue stuff is pretty cool, but it's expensive, and unless you want to illegally torrent it, which I'm not recommending. Yeah, I'd say it's worth the buy though if you actually did have the amount of money they're asking for. I doubt any of you do though. Um, that's really all there is to this montage. I didn't do any fancy transitions except for only one. This one is the only one I can think of. Where basically his head. Then I basically come out. Okay, hold on. I should move this back down a little. Preview half should be good. Basically, is after this, it turns into spectator mode, where I actually just spectated a friend standing in the spot that I was standing, and then I just slowly scrolled it up. Yeah, so it just looks pretty nice, and then you have the nice white at the top. See over here to basically ease into a transition of just plain white. I just made it plain white, and then from there made it into this little cinematic I have here where I'm sort of, it pans across, and then there's a tree, and then at the tree I basically used masking and cropping to do this little effect where basically as I move, the new clip starts coming in over here, as you can see, and it just stays next to the tree, and it's just a nice little way of introducing a new clip. So yeah, that's pretty much it to this montage, guys. Thanks for watching, and if you haven't already, I'd suggest watching the other two parts of my montage. There's the main montage, which you've probably seen first, and then there's the montage with commentary, where me and Cloverfield commentate the montage without audio. So tell me if you like this idea, if I should keep doing this, and thanks for watching. Bye.